Anderson. And some space here. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Denver. On first down, it's Lynch. This is caught by Marlon Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first and 10, it's Lynch. And that is incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Second and 10, it's Lynch again. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into it?
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 70 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at quarterback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
And this one complete to Virgil Green. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now it's Lynch, forced out to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, Lynch. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Lynch on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
6-yard line, first and goal. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal and tackle with him.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Green with a catch left side. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
One thing I can say pretty safely, That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Can't find anyone open. Over the middle, it's Thomas.
Well, the bad news, the Denver Broncos didn't make the playoffs, but the good news for Demaryius Thomas, he was over 1,000 yards again as a receiver.
6th straight year he's done that, but yards per catch and touchdowns down a little bit. Any of that due to the change at quarterback?
Think about it. For him now, in the last 2 seasons, he's had to get used to 4 different quarterbacks throwing him the football. I think that yards per catch will go back up when he gets some consistency.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments.
Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 75 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And his throw is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Lynch, flush to his right, and able to find Green. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. A dump off to Anderson. call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. On third down, Lynch. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try and throw for it with Lynch. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. Give him 18 yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. It's fielded at the 45. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Toss play. This is Anderson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Virgil Green from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this will be taken at the 13. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Go over! Back to that Philly, here we go!
Running for it, here's Anderson. Call it a gain of 3. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
I am shocked that they would go for it there. Talk about a gutty call. But that's all about having faith in your offensive line, and they come through there on 4th down.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On 1st down, it's Lynch. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember,
that's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 60 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
after the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up on, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They start on the ground with Elliott. Fighting through. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Prescott.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
That one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And, yes, that is something Von Miller does very well. 13.5 sacks last year, 2nd in the league, and was right in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Again.
And
if he plays full seasons or nearly full seasons, he'll be in that running for the rest of his career. I love his ability to bend coming around the corner, and sometimes we don't talk about that enough. His ability to have the best leverage, get lower than the offensive tackle, yet still running at full speed and wrapping his way around the corner and getting to the quarterback.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Third and long for Prescott. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now it's Lynch. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Lynch. Dancing to his left. Left side here to Sanders. And he's brought down after a good game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, it's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Prescott to throw it. He's going to let it go again. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They start the drive with Anderson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark. And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Lynch looking to throw on second. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cedric Thornton in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Lynch. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
4th down, Prescott. And this is incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns.
Let's go. Hey, from worst to first.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Lynch to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
To throw is Lynch. Looking for... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Lynch shakes off the sack. That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. And he taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got...
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go with 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Left side here to Sanders. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Now Lynch on 1st down. Green's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Throwing again here, Lynch, eluding the pressure right. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
A dump off to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On third down, it's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Second down now after the sack.
No, check. Leopard. Here we go.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Under pressure, they got him again. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now it's Lynch. It's caught by Sanders. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Broncos go for it. Lynch, flush to his right. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Fresh set of downs here. Lynch is going to throw it. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really difficult.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Third and long for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for the Cowboys. 41 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them. Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the